Mannie Jackson was the first African American to start and letter in basketball at the University of Illinois, serving as a trailblazer on campus during an era of social change. After finishing his Illini career ranked 5th on the school's all-time scoring list, Jackson played professionally with the Harlem Globetrotters before entering the business world. He later purchased the Globetrotters, saving the world-famous team from near extinction and leading the organization to record attendance and revenue growth. Jackson was most recently inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame.
I believe he wrote a book, said from boxcar to the boardroom, now to the Hall of Fame, Mannie Jackson. Well, thank you very much. Boy, these lights are bright. I'm indeed honored to be here, and I think it's a great thing that Josh has done. I think the university itself is well into its course of being one of the premier and first-class universities in the entire world. I'm proud to be a part of it. When I think about the journey and what I would talk about today, it's pretty simple. People use the cliche they came from humble beginnings. I think of being a railroad boxcar with 13 other people as a starter. It wasn't humble, we had a place to live, but it is kind of a slow start in life. I think of attending a formal school for the first time when I was 12 years old. That's not humble, but at least the school's desegregated. I had a place to go and get started. When I think of friendships, I think there's nothing like the good buddy I had in Governor Vaughn. And those of you who've been around long enough know the affinity I had for Gov and what he meant in my life and how we navigated our way through some really difficult times in the late 50s and early 60s. I can honestly say I would not have made it through those times without the help and support of my friend Governor. It's amazing how two people can come together. And I think of Governor as just someone I met regularly. And the bonding we had, we became just about like twins. I never saw a time that Governor took a basketball shot I didn't say, it's got to go in for me. It's got to go in for me. I never took a shot or played a game. I didn't look over and see Gov smile. It meant that much to me. Now, here we are, two gentlemen in their 70s, and I still think I want the best for Governor Vaughn. I want the best for him every day. And that's what friendship is about. And I hear Colangelo talk a lot about relationships. And probably the most important thing I've gotten from my life is about relationships. And it started at the University of Illinois. And one of the most odd relationships I had was a guy named Howie Braun. And I told this story at the Hall of Fame enshrinement a couple weeks ago. We played Butler University, first game of the season. I scored 26 points. And I walked off the court with everybody cheering and having a good time over the victory. And I'm feeling pretty good about 26 points, by the way. And Howie looked at me, he said, damn you, used harsher words than that. He said, I never want to see that again. You won't make it in life. You're not going to make it for sure at the University of Illinois. As he walked away, he was cursing over his shoulder, and I'm standing there shocked as a 16-year-old thinking, what did I do wrong? But God bless Howie Braun, the assistant coach. I love him more today than I did then. Because from that point on, I began to think that life wasn't always about me. It's about making others and organizations better. And I began to rethink my whole life about being really selfish, to think about what impact I was having on other lives. I gave a talk this morning, briefly, to the University of Illinois basketball team. I had 2 points I wanted to leave them with. One was, you got to begin to walk through this whole world thinking it's not about you. It's not about you. It's about those you're impacting. And in their case, it was the university, which I love the University of Illinois. It's their families, and it's their teammates. If you can walk the road saying it's not about me, it's about the impact I'm having on others, you got a chance. The next thing I told them was, so what? So what? So what that you're a college basketball player? So what? The so what is it's a platform to do something significant with your life and others' lives. Don't waste this time to get in a position of doing something really significant. And I walked away from that little talk I gave them thinking, well, I've really gotten to be old. I've become a frickin' philosopher. And frankly, I'm talking from the heart. I mean this shit I'm talking about. Excuse me. I mean it when I say these things. Excuse me, folks. I mean it when I say it. But I also say life is not complex. You make friends. You build good relationships. I'll tell you another story. It's a little longer story, but I'll tell it real quick. Kind of bragging a bit. But I walked the streets of London with Prince Charles. I spent a lot of time with two popes, which is kind of interesting, that the conversation you have with two popes, especially when you're a Baptist and you're from Southern Illinois. But the most unbelievable was with Nelson Mandela. Right after he was released from prison, he was trying to map a strategy for how do you attract the American corporate world to believe in what you're doing and to get them involved in a way that you can get their support. And we began talking a long time about it. He said, you know, what can I do special today? And I said, well, tell you what we do at home. We have freedom. We do fireworks over the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, where it comes together, right in Cape Town. We put up a big tent. The Globetrotters played a game. And we had a fireworks ceremony. They put fireworks over the Indian Ocean. I looked at Madiba that day, Nelson Mandela, and we both cried. We thought, this is significant. And I thought, how does a dude from a boxcar in Elmo, Missouri, Edwards, Illinois, through Champaign, end up in Cape Town, South Africa, crying, watching fireworks over the Indian Ocean with Nelson Mandela? Life has a strange way with us. Almost as strange as me being here tonight, or today. And I want to thank the university for thinking of me. Hope I've served you proud. I think of you all the time when I'm trying to do the right things. And I always think it's not about me. It's about what I'm doing for those people who helped me, whether it's Jerry Colangelo, Howie Brown, Joe White, who got me back here, the coaches who've been very good to me all the way, and all the people who paved the way for me in life. I love this university. I love the outcome I've had in my life, and God bless you all. Thank you.